I'm definitely getting a bad review on Airbnb. I'm sorry. It wasn't the aggressive cold start I was expecting. We got lucky. The whole virus pandemic's kind of got me moving slow on the Mustang. The parts to get into this car are a little more pricey than the prior, and the companies are not supporting creators pretty much at all right now. So I've kind of taken a pause, just enjoying the Mustang for what it is, exploring, you know, a lot of ways I'm gonna pivot, and this channel is all about building comps in the garage and just learning what each car has to offer. And I don't normally want to post videos like this, but I think I feel very strongly because this car, I just got to San Diego, hanging out with some buddies, going on vacay for a couple days. Haven't taken a break like this and I feel like 2 years. We're here Tuesday to Friday, and this car with just a catback exhaust on it, I enjoy it enough to where my girlfriend was getting ready. It's gonna take her, you know, 30-40 minutes, whatever. This car like has me like, yo, like, let's get out and go drive. And this, I want this channel to give you a really good idea of what it's like to own each one of these cars. And yeah, I would probably go drive any of the cars, but you know, if the Focus ST just had a catback exhaust, I probably wouldn't have got up and wanted to go drive. But this car does that for me, and I feel very strongly about the day-to-day, and I want to show off kind of what it's like. So we're actually in La Jolla. That's where the Airbnb is at. We're just gonna go for a cruise, kind of show you what it's like to around the area. If you've never been to California, this is in San Diego. The La Jolla area is kind of like the nicer area. It's real close to Mission Beach, which is like the most popular like tourist beach. So let's cruise over. We're on Mount Soledad, they call it right now. There's a bunch of fog out, and I'm just out here to enjoy the Mustang, and that's, sometimes I forget, that's, you guys enjoy it too, and I feel like it's boring, but let's just go for a quick little drive. This is the top of Mount Soledad. There's a big cross. It's like a veteran memorial. There's a bunch of pictures. It's really foggy right now, but on the back side of this, you'd be able to see the ocean. There's a cool cliff you can take pictures. Hopefully you can see that. I would come here if you come to San Diego and visit. Definitely one of the spots you want to get out and check out. Normally you'd be able to see the ocean out there. I love the sound this car makes. That you can do that with your foot, it jolts that much. It's such a good time. See some rad houses on the hills over there. Starting to get closer to the water. Put in third, going up this hill. First got into cars, I met a friend named Jeremy. He lives in Phoenix actually, so I was living here and I ended up moving to Phoenix where he lives, and he had just got a 2015 Mustang GT, a year older than this car, same spec, same color, and this was in probably 2017. We came up here to do some photo shoots, and this homie, I mean, That might still be his tire. It looks too fresh. It might be his, but I don't know. But I have a video. He did a donut right here, and that was the first like muscle car donut I've ever been near, and my jaw hit the floor. So funny to come back in the same car. Hard work pays off long term. All right, I want to show you guys this cool little, at the bottom of this road, there's just like one-way like entrance onto the freeway. Look at this. It's like a little jungle with a cool little road. Oh, breaking loose. The roads are kind of wet. Oh, it never breaks loose in Phoenix. It's one of the best roads in San Diego with a car. It's one of the loudest, I mean. Well, everyone knows this road. Usually you're going in, but I'm going out. I gotta be careful, the roads are a little slick here. Get the tires warmed up. Exiting La Jolla. Interesting fact. What I love about the mission on the channel and what I'm out here to do is to learn about all of these cars, to know as much as possible. But that really shapes you as a person, and it makes you, my goal is to be as well-rounded as possible with not only my opinions but my choices. So I always, when I spend my money, end all be all goal, I'm gonna be able to be like, I want this because of this, and this reason, versus like, I've only owned 2 sports cars in my life, and I think I want this one because of these things I took away from those 2 cars. But it's like, the thing that, I encourage you guys to like, don't keep a car too long and learn a lot about a lot of other cars while you're younger, especially as fast as possible. It's really shaping. I like this from the Mustang, this from the 350Z, this from the Subaru. What car gives me all that? And I've always wanted like a GTR, or like that's definitely like one of the like steps that I want to take in the next year or two, or work towards. But I was like, I could totally see myself in like a Huracan or an R8 or something, as far as like the supercar or exotic type of car. But this car has made me gravitate towards a McLaren 720S, and I never thought I'd be a McLaren guy. When I was filming for Dawson, Big Doss TV, we did a video giving strangers a ride in a McLaren 720S in Vegas, and I spent like 8 hours with Dawson in this McLaren, like 2-seater, no space, and I got to ride it quite a bit, and we hauled butt, and he let me drive it a little bit. And man, when I drive this car around, I think of all the things it brings to the table. I think about all the other cars, and it takes me to that McLaren. It is just rowdy, lightweight. It is a driver's car. It's not exactly my perfect taste in looks from the outside. It's a little bit like spaceship-ish for me. I like more of the like JDM, like GTR has that like, wow, that's just a nice car. The McLaren's like, wow, that's like a freaking spaceship. But that car behind the wheel is just very planted if you want it to be, but very squirrely if you want it to be that as well. And like this car on these little bit slicker roads, when I haven't been filming, I'm able to just kind of like come around a corner, and then when I'm almost out of it, I'm just like, rah! And this car just gets it, and you can kind of slide out a little bit. And that McLaren in Vegas, it was a hot day, literally did that on every corner, and it's just an adrenaline rush that is much needed. So that's something that's been going through my mind. I'm like, wow, I went to the McLaren dealership and took a picture of this 570 or whatever they're called, and I was like, wow, I really want to buy one of those one day and have a good time, because behind the wheel, the experience is there. As far as the looks from the outside, you wouldn't think that, but that's why we do this. Another thing I was watching about McLarens, though, the downfall is they come out with new cars like every 3 years that are like way crazier than the last one, so like their value drops like crazy. So I know when I go to buy one, hopefully the 720S's are cheaper, let alone, but they lose their value pretty fast, so that's a bummer. But I think I would still take one. those exhausts, the exhaust like out the back of the car, throwing flames like in your face, like. I've been snorkeling here a few times. I'll walk all the way down. The water doesn't look that clear here, but once you get in, like you can see the first part right there is pretty clear. Once you get in and you have snorkel, it's a blast. There's a lot of like, you got the orange fish. This spot is super touristy, but it has good snorkeling. People go swimming all the way out there. A lot of poop from pelicans. If you're new here, the brand on the channel is called Karmaspeed. We're all about building confidence in the garage, learning everything we can about each specific sports car model from before buying it to after getting it, DIY modifying in the garage yourself as much as possible, and then also knowing when to take it to a shop. We have a private Facebook group called Karmaspeed where you guys can help each other out. I love hearing from you guys in DMs, so if you haven't DM'd me on Instagram yet, make sure you do so, say what's up. I get back to all of you guys as soon as I can. But if I can't answer your question right away, or you want to talk to some other people that might have a car that I don't have any advice on, then that's what the Facebook group is for. There's like over 1,000 members now. I wanted to get it huge. There's people helping each other all the time. Every time I check Facebook, you guys are having conversations. It's so rad. The brand is not about me. I'm just the leader who can manage everything and make sure everything gets handled and drive all of us that are like-minded and genuine to one spot. And you guys are killing it lately, and it makes me really happy. And we're definitely slowly making a dent in the automotive industry, and we're gonna make a massive dent. And people will know that if you're wearing Karmaspeed or you're affiliated with Karmaspeed, that you're just a genuine dude, that you don't care what car you have, how cheap it is, how expensive it is. You have a well-rounded attitude towards everything in life. And if we can unite and make an army of people that feel that way and that act on it and not just talk it, I'm excited. That gets me more motivated than anything car related. Just the fact that we can get so many cool guys and maybe a few girls together in one group and make something happen. So don't forget, Facebook group Karmaspeed is for talking to each other. The Instagram Karmaspeed is for showing you guys the new clothes that are coming out, but more so posting your guys' cars. So DM me the best photo of your car, and we'll be reposting everyone so you guys can find like-minded individuals that have the same car and make some friends. Another reason I don't just want you to follow me on Instagram, I need you to follow me on Instagram, my personal page, is because when I start interviewing some people soon that are very knowledgeable in the car space, tuners, mechanics, etc., I want you guys to be able to see my stories and be able to respond to them with questions and such to add as much value as possible to some of these videos coming out in the near future. So if you haven't done that already, I'm not begging you to do it just to come check my stuff out. I need you to be there to then have some valid input and really make everything better for everyone. Almost back to the Airbnb, gonna move on with the rest of the day. Hope everyone's not feeling too down with the pandemic going on, but I encourage you guys to adapt. I believe in you. I'm pushing forward. If we can survive, then we will win. The game during all this, I talked to my dad about, is this is the time to double down. Try and get ahead if you can. If not, if you survive, you get through, you make yourself uncomfortable, you will come out of this stronger. And we will see a lot of people rise out of a time where most people are upset and down. This is your time to get ahead. I'll leave you with that. I'll see you guys in the next video. Appreciate you. I want to do something new. I'm going to leave a random Amazon link in the description to help support the channel. It's a little affiliate link. Very small percentage gets sent to me, but I love sharing random things with people that improve my life or I think is cool. So maybe we'll keep it going in future videos, but down below is a link to a random product on Amazon that I like or am interested in that I want you guys to check out.